Hello and welcome back to my series on my renovation at Avalon Zelena. This presentation will talk about the tiles, more so the tiles throughout the apartment. The bathroom tiles will be covered more in detail in a separate presentation about the bathroom project itself, because that's like a project in a project. So I made some changes to the project plan, making it a little bit more granular. So the tiles, the flooring and the tiles, it's like all tiles, except for the kitchen tiles. We haven't started the backsplash. That'll be done separately down here probably after moving in. And I decide more details about the kitchen later. But we also renamed this environment section wet work. And I was advised that wood flooring should be done after the wet work is done so that all the excess moisture is out of the apartment, because otherwise the wood floors could swell, absorb that latent moisture and throw everything off. So it's better to do all of the wet steps first before going into the wood flooring. So that's all the way from the screed to the painting. Right now, we've gotten the trim and molding done as well, but I'll probably cover that in a combined presentation with the painting. Or I guess I could show that in another small presentation, just how it's done. I don't have so many pictures of it and everything, so, but yeah, the trim and moldings, I guess, yeah, that's mostly done on the walls. I think the ceiling moldings still have to come in, and the floor moldings will come in after the wood flooring, so that would probably, this is a very big step here, and painting has just started. So, I'm going to go visit in the first week of October, but I'm hoping that this apartment is done by the middle part of October, early part of November. I know the timeline looks like it's slipping a little bit, but it's okay. We've had some delays on materials, and then I just want things to be done right. So sometimes you have to wait a little bit. It's always that way. Either the materials are delayed or the workers are delayed or something, but the project always can and always does slip. The timelines always do slip and get delayed. If you have a lot of money, I guess you can run crews 24/7 and keep everything on track. And then also, if you're willing to compromise on materials, only using what's immediately available versus what has to be ordered. But perhaps we could have done more ordering in advance in the earlier steps. But you're always a little bit skeptical, to start investing in ordering in materials until you see some of these other steps get done first, because you don't know if there's going to be a long delay or not, and then you're sitting on materials for a long time. So it's going typically, I think this project altogether, if we started in April with the wall configuration, so that's month 4 and then ending in month 10. So that's like 6-7 solid months. We start in the middle part of April to the middle part of October. So yeah, that would be like good 6 months. That's fairly typical. 6 to 9 months is usually what it takes to finish an apartment in Ukraine. Due to all the different people and moving parts, and just things generally are a little bit slower there than in a Western country. You just have to live with that. Things do move a little bit slower, but you don't pay as much either. So you definitely, and the quality is pretty good. So you definitely get the cost and quality, but you're a little bit lower on the time. I think I discussed that triangle in a previous presentation. Cost, quality, and time. For a given scope of work. It's like the standard project manager triangle. So here we're, just giving up a little bit on time, but the quality has been outstanding. So, okay. So, yeah, I got this Marazi floor tiles for the heated floor areas and the entrance and the living room. They have to be tile, otherwise you won't get the maximum floor heating effect. And also the wood would probably warp, and there'd be all kind of problems if you use wood. They say, the manufacturer says you can use wood, but it's not really advised. So it's better to get a ceramic wood look-alike. So this Marazi company out of Italy makes like very realistic looking ceramic floors that look like wood floors, that look like wood. So I think I went for this middle option. And then, the tiles arrived on a big pallet. It took around 3-4 weeks to get them. I think we were lucky to get them at all, with this, considering this whole COVID epidemic, and that these are imported from Italy. So it is kind of it's kind of a good thing we got them. I looked at the alternatives. They didn't look anything so realistic like this. The alternatives were actually even more expensive. The local alternatives were actually more expensive and less realistic looking. Let's go to the next slide. So here you can see that they're measuring everything out. They're carefully, planning the look. So yeah, it's looking quite good. They're using lasers and everything to make sure that the pattern looks good and everything lines up well. And then here you can see the transition to the bathroom, to the bathroom tile. The bathroom tile is all done, except for I think the wall behind the toilet and the sink. That'll be done when the cabinet comes in. We had to order a cabinet for the bathroom. So I'll go here. So here you can see more of this tile. And here it's on video. And you can see the grout. The grout's fairly dark and not so obvious that it's tile. It's like a very well-matched grout. It shows that there's different planks, but you can't really tell it's tile. It looks like wood. It looks like you got a little bit of sloppiness here. Painters will have to fix that. And we still need ledges. I'm still trying to figure out. There's a little bit of leftover material. I don't know if we can get money back on that or not. It'd be nice. It is. I think it's like 225 euros a square meter or something for this. I can't exactly remember, but any little bit you can get back helps. There's always little nickel and dime things going on in the project. And here you can see some wall trim that's been installed. And then this is the bathroom tile, very colorful, but I think good taste, and got the stone look. It's what it looks like after grouting. It really turned out well. I mean, I'll show more in the bathroom video when the bathroom is completely done. So yeah, here's the tile work being done as the grout's being added. But these pebbles are very good on the feet, very very comfortable for the feet. And then you can see the walls are all done. We got our German fixtures in there, and a full sit-in bathtub. So this is really looking good. So that's all I have. Here you can see the tiles being delivered. That's a big step. Actually, it's a delivery and logistics, getting everything from the tile store into the apartment. This stuff is heavy, and that has to be considered. And that is part of the cost to get all this stuff taken up to the apartment. But if you're interested in learning more about design and build, drop me a line. And if you are at Avalon or anything and interested in working with us, we're more than happy to talk to you. We now have a lot of experience with this. We've learned from our mistakes, so we're ready to go and ready to duplicate the process for someone else. And thank you for your time, and more videos will be coming soon.